What's going on, guys? JFC here. Premier League Player of the Season has been announced, and we have the card in the code as a potential SBC. So that could be coming out very shortly. We're going to talk about that, though, in this video. Also, we got a couple leaks. It is the Super League Team of the Season day today, so we'll look at the leaks we have for that also. And League Gun content is here, and I'm going to be honest with you. There's a couple things that I want to talk about in this video because, well, for one, they're just very expensive, right? And I've seen the pack weight on a lot of this stuff, and it's bad. It's very bad. That's one of the things I want to talk about. And also, there's one more thing in objectives that I want to get into in a sec. But we did get the leaked Steffi Mavididi SBC that came out today. 4-star, pretty standard card. It's got 97 base pace, which is definitely a positive as well, with some nice physicals. 93 strength is pretty nice there. And the reason this card actually has more use right now is because we didn't get the League Gun Cup yesterday, but we did get it today. We weren't sure if we were going to get it, but we did. It's got a 284 plus players pack for winning 4. Winning 7 gets you an 85 2. Winning 9 gets you a 384 plus. So you only have to win 9 this time, not 10, which is kind of nice for the League Gun Tots player pack. And it also lasts for 8 days, 15 hours. So that's also a positive because they put the stupid ass match limits, which are just an abomination. I'm going to be honest. I think they're the stupidest thing I've seen in a video game. It's literally just there to create FOMO. That's the only reason it exists. But we did get League Gun Cup, and we also obviously have this objective. So because we're right here, I'm just going to get into it right now. So this Openda came out, as you guys know, and they only gave him 4-star skills and 3-star weak foot. You have to earn him by winning 13 games just this weekend with a full League Gun team, including the whole squad. So even the bench, I believe, has to be League Gun players. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it all has to be League Gun. And of course, you do get some more good rewards in here too, along with Openda. So you could say it is worth it, right? You get a free 90 rated card with Mbemba just for playing, and you get play 5 for like an 8 League Gun players pack. You're not going to get anything in. So basically just get the Mbemba guaranteed. But the only reason this exists in the first place, all right, there's only one reason this exists, and that's because Openda just won Player of the Month again, and he had to be in Team of the Season, right? They could not leave Openda out of Team of the Season. He's been one of the best players in the league this year. So there's a couple things that could have been done here. One is that the second Player of the Month card comes out, it would have really good stats, right? And his Team of the Season would then have to have like +3s at least, you think, from that one. And honestly, his card would have been insane. And is that a problem? I mean, clearly, because they chose the other option, which was make him an objective so that they could give him lower stats and give him, you know, low skill moves and weak foot, or non-meta skill moves and weak foot, really, so they don't have to boost the card as much, or the Player of the Month card. I mean, the only reason this exists is because Openda won Player of the Month and he had to be in Team of the Season. So it just kind of sucks. And yes, you do get like decent rewards for doing this, but I don't really want to give EA credit too much because once again, they only make things about winning games, right? All the objectives are always win games. Yes, there's a couple that are play here, but you can't actually get Openda by playing it. You get a free 90 rated Mbemba, right? And that's it. These other rewards are just win. This would be fine, but they give you 1 weekend to do it. They literally give you 1 weekend. So like, not only do you have to win 13 games with a full League Gun team, you have to do it in 1 weekend. So anything like, you can't just casually complete this, really. You have to really try your ass off. Most people cannot get 13 wins in Weekend League, especially with not even your full main team. I just think that this objective's a miss. I really think it is. I don't understand why they have to put time gates and game gates on everything. Like, everything has these now, and it sucks. It really does. So now I can just talk about Flashback and Kimpembe. I had to make a video yesterday. Kimpembe obviously looks sick. You don't need me to tell you that. It looks insane. We also got these League Untradable player picks in the store as well, which is kind of interesting. You know, it's 25 with coins. It's a literal horrendous value. It's 25k down the drain. You have a 9% chance at a Team of the Season player, and it's 25,000 coins. But the team right now is mad expensive, even with this tradable player pick. Plus, rewards are starting to come in more and more now. We'll see that as kind of this, like, Sunday goes on today. We should see what the market really looks like, but it's very expensive even with this. Not a great sign for the pack weight. If you guys don't want to deal with trading at all, you guys can go to the link in my description. Go to u7buy.com. They're a fast and very, very reliable coin service. The 5% tax is also covered. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Thank you to U7Buy for sponsoring the video. Now let's get back to it. So, Player of the Season winner was Erling Haaland. We kind of figured it would be. And the reason there is some like legitimate kind of anticipation for a possible SBC is because the card design is in the game code for a Player of the Season. Plus, as you see here, there's the EA logo right there. So, you know, there is some legitimate like smoke to the fire in terms of there could be an SBC coming for Erling Haaland. Now he has a Player of the Month already. I mean, I know how stingy EA are when one player is an SBC. They don't like to give another one very quickly, but I think there could possibly be a Haaland SBC. I do believe so. I don't think they'll give him Team of the Season stats or Team of the Year stats. I think they'll give him maybe just like he won Player of the Month again, right? I think I'll give him like a second sort of Player of the Month stats with maybe 4-star. That's probably what I would expect, but I do think there's probably a decent chance we see a Holland SBC. So here's the content waiting room right now. We're going to look at these Super League cards more in a sec. You guys can get sort of a visual on them. But right now, Hassem Aouar. I probably butchered that pronunciation, but remember that flashback card is supposed to be on the way soon. We don't know when exactly yet. We have 93 Eusebio. That's supposed to be coming soon. We're not going to get daily icons clearly because we didn't today. So not sure when Eusebio would be coming out then. Mavididi, we have seen the showdowns of Wijnaldum and Montiel for the Europa League final. This is probably going to be coming relatively soon. We got a 3x 83 plus Liga and player pack, which is probably going to take place of the 81-11 because they're too scared to give us an 81-11 or even a 75 by 11. They're giving us an 83-3 because you're going to get Schmeichel, Zoller, and Fabian. That's going to be your 83-3. A couple more packs on here with the premium upgrade as well. But it's just funny, the reason that we know all of this content right here is just because it's been the same exact thing every single week. The exact same, which you've heard me talk about many times. And we were wondering in my last video what this 85 plus 2 Premier League and Serie A players pack was, because it seemed kind of random, but this is actually what they changed the text to look like. So the UCL Final Festivities pack, it celebrates the Champions League final by giving us an 85-2 with Premier League and Serie A. That's pretty much the goal there. So that makes more sense as to why this pack existed in the first place. It's going to be a store pack though, I'm sure. So we do have a Nathan Redmond objective coming. I'm assuming that's going to be today because Super League is releasing today. The card probably won't be the best, but we can hope, right? Because he has English links, so he's actually like possibly linkable in your team. We got a Sergio Oliveira SBC/objective. I would assume he'd have more pace in this, but once again, he's kind of linkable too with Portugal, so that's kind of nice there. Yeah, usually we have more leaks by now with regarding a team that's coming out today, but I guess it'll have to be a surprise, which is not a bad thing because we don't get surprises anymore in FIFA, unfortunately. But we haven't talked about the Liga and Team of the Season prices yet, really, because we haven't made a video since then, so yeah, no shit, we haven't, but it's very expensive. I did not think Jonathan David would be this expensive, honestly. 685, I did not think so. Lacazette's 1.7 million. I know he has 5-star skills, but 1.7 million is a lot. Renato Sanchez is 2.8. I was not expecting that either. I thought maybe he'd be, you know, the 1.5 million coin range like the Goretzka was or Valverde, but nope, he's way more than that. Mbappe's 10.5 million, very affordable. Marco Verratti's 400,000. Yeah, basically very expensive. Now, the thing is, if you're thinking about buying these guys, what I would do is I'd probably look at it in, I'd say maybe Tuesday is what I would say, because obviously we have weekend league reward supply, right? A lot of the 3-player packs and stuff like that. But what we also have is because of the Liga and Cup, people will sell off some of the Team of the Season cards here when they finish the Cup, right? People like to buy the cards, like the really cheap ones, to play in the Cup with them, and then they'll sell them when they finish. So another reason as well to kind of like wait on these cards. And if pack weight is actually not terrible on these 3-player packs, then these cards should start dropping, and you know, they already are. Like Jonathan David was 800k not too long ago, but yeah, I think that let's wait for the rest of the market. Once again, the Liga Team of the Season cards just dropped after the new team came out. Even though this team was very expensive, they still dropped, so we have to just be prepared for that like we usually see on a weekly basis with Team of the Season. Now, obviously, we have a lot of big SBCs possibly on the way. We got Holland. We know Eusebio is coming. Could high-rated fodder be a buy? And I think it could be. I definitely think it could be. Now, I would really want 90s and above. I really wouldn't want to go lower, honestly. I think that as we get farther and farther into the year, you guys see we get higher-rated squads. For Eusebio, I'm probably expecting, you know, a few 90s in there, possibly a 91 or 2. If we got a Holland, same situation there. The problem is, even though Holland we're not 100% certain with, if you wait, fodder will probably start rising a little bit if we get a Holland confirmed, plus Eusebio's out, so you kind of might want to look beforehand. Now, what I instantly see is 93 rated card, Samba here, is the cheapest by far, right? So what I think is not the worst idea is, I don't know when Eusebio's coming out. If Eusebio manages to not come out today, we have another day of Samba starting to drop a little bit in price because he's going to be in everyone's 3-player pack, right? We know that. I think this probably one of the better investments is probably a guy like Samba. But honestly, though, the only investment that's like a guarantee right now is gold rares. And the reason being is because, say we happen to get Eusebio while these upgrades are out, League on upgrades I'm talking about, and especially if we got a like Holland, something like that, just things to craft. People are going to be doing this like crazy, especially with all of the obviously great players in the Liga and Team of the Season. There's no way gold rares are not at least 1,000 coins in my opinion. Last week, they actually only went to like 900, 950. I think reason being is just because there wasn't enough to craft, and people didn't really like, there wasn't much to do in the game also, which kind of adds to that. But right now, 700 coins is an absolute deal. I wouldn't be shocked if these go to like 11, 1,200 again like they did during Prem. So I think you need to club stock. If you plan on doing any upgrades, you buy right now. And even gold commons, I still expect gold commons to be used for something. I think there's no way gold commons, we go the entire Team of the Season, there's no gold commons that are used in any SBC other than the gold upgrade. I just can't believe that can happen. So obviously any Monday, these could rise too. So I'm sure most of you guys have a lot of them in your club because they haven't been used for anything recently. But I think those are the two things that are like the most guaranteed investments. I think 100%. Obviously the gold rares more so than the gold commons. But if any of you guys packed any of the League Gun players yet, if you finished Weekend League, who'd you get in your reds? Because the pack weight seems to not be the best. So thank you for watching. Love you all. See you next video very, very soon. Peace.